What stood out to you so far in the past week?
I mean, right now we have a lot of athleticism. Even like to 3 deep, we have some good athletes on there. Right now, it's just all about getting our assignments right, and being able to see our keys correctly and just do the little things right so we can put ourselves in position because we have plenty of talent.
When you're hurt, you look at the 2 deep and you don't really see your name on there. I'm guessing that's a little bit frustrating when you know you can't play. Back in the mix now, does it totally change your mindset when you go into practice and games and you get prepared?
Well, even when I was injured, I had the same mindset. I wanted to help the team out as best as I could, do whatever I could do. And even last year when I wasn't starting or was in the 2 deep, I still wanted to help on special teams and everything else. So I guess my mindset's still the same. I want to do whatever I can to help us win games because ultimately that's really all I care about.
Looking down at your foot, that looks like it was painful.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly looking, but it's feeling good now, so I don't really notice it anymore.
But you having to prove yourself. Everybody's kind of in that boat.
Yeah.
Has it been kind of strange because it seems like whenever we talk to Coach Campo, he's like, I'm still evaluating. I mean, everything an audition at this point for everybody?
Yeah, and I mean, there's always a floating depth chart, and that's something Coach Cross talks to us about all the time. You can't get too complacent. You can't ever be satisfied with the spot you're at. You always got to be working to get better. And I mean, there's NFL players that don't have everything right, so obviously as a college player and on this team there's plenty of stuff that we can do to get better, and that's what we got to keep working towards.
How much different is playing this position in Campo's system as opposed to what you were doing last year?
I mean, honestly, it's not too much different. As a linebacker, you got to play hard nose. You're running up in the line, you're filling your gaps, and then defensive-wise, you got your base coverages. So it's not too much different. There's a few wrinkles here and there, but it's coming along pretty well.
You talked about how much better you feel. I mean, how much of a difference is it? Do you think Coach Holsople's program has had a part in that and how you're feeling right now?
Oh, most definitely. We put an incredible amount of work into throughout the spring, throughout the winter, throughout the summer, and I gained quite a bit of weight, and I think that's going to help me out in the long run. Help me last throughout the season. But yeah, props to Coach Holsople and his staff because I see a huge difference in everybody.
How much weight did you put on?
I gained about 12 pounds this season.
Do you feel any different? I mean, can you tell when you're moving around? I mean,
yeah, for sure. And taking on blocks and stuff, you got that extra weight. I mean, it's that much easier. And then strength-wise, I know I increased most of my lifts by about 40 pounds or so. So, I mean, that always helps you out.
How does that affect your speed, though? I mean, is there a learning curve of sorts when 15 pounds is quite a bit. I mean, do you notice that you've put that extra weight on? Is it tougher to move around, or is the fact that you guys been the strength kind of make up the difference?
Well, I mean, Coach Holsople, he's extremely smart with what he does. It's not just all about weight training and gaining weight and just strength. We were doing speed training and stuff all throughout the summer, all throughout the winter too. So, I mean, you got both sides of the spectrum that you're working on, so they kind of go hand in hand. So my speed's kind of increased with my strength.
How much more confidence does that give you? I mean, feeling better, I assume, it translates to the field, right?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, if you're feeling good, I mean, you don't have anything in the back of your mind that's going to hold you back. So it helps you to play to the best of your abilities.
Well, then talking to Tobin, I asked John Williams this. They all seem just dead convinced that the defense is ready to take huge steps forward. I mean, they just seem certain of it. How do you feel about that? And if so, and if you feel the same way, what is it about it? I mean, I guess what leads you guys to that conclusion?
Well, I definitely feel the exact same way. And that's good to hear from other guys. That they have the same mindset. But like I just said, your mindset's everything. I mean, you have to take into account all the little things. You have to do everything right, and you got to play hard 100% of the game, and you got to put your heart out there for your teammates. And so I think that's going to be the biggest factor above all.